Now, all of my mentors, just so you know, all of my mentors, all of the icons in the profession, all of the people you and I love came up 40 years ago. Okay? Think about it. Whose names came up this weekend? Tom Gilardi, Reggie Gold, Sigafus, Williams, Felicia. They all transitioned into this profession in the 60s and 70s because in the 60s, chiropractic was on a downward slide after the death of BJ. And in the late 60s and early 70s, we saw, no pun intended, a renaissance in chiropractic. Yes, a rebirth of chiropractic. In fact, it caused chiropractic to blossom with the advent of Sherman College, Life College, other like-thinking schools. Good? Good, because that's all I can really relate to. Believe it or not, I wasn't available in the 30s. Some people find that hard to believe, but I wasn't available in the 30s. But let's take a look at the 30s. What happened globally in the 30s, or the 20s going into the 30s? We had the stock market crash of '29, leading to the Great Depression. Yes? What happened in 2008? Collapse of financial systems, leading to the Great Depression. Well, we don't call it a Great Depression. What we called it was, well, let's stimulate the economy by printing money. Okay? Same idea. Same idea. But what happened in chiropractic is perhaps more important, especially with regard to us. Yes? Yes? Look, how many of you get enough yeses in your life? Okay, let me ask the opposite question. How many of you get more than enough no's? Okay, so I'm big on yeses. Is that all right with you?
Yes.
Good. So when I ask a yes or no question and it's a yes, what do I want you to give me?
Yes.
Yes. Good. You guys are on it. So, what happened in chiropractic in the 20s? It was going down the same tube it was going in the 60s. It was. Headlong into therapeutics. Schools opening up all over the place that were a principle or a principle. And I don't mean that as a good thing. What happened in the late 20s? Stevenson's textbook comes out. The 30s, volume 18 gets published. The subluxation specific, the adjustment specific. BJ promulgates the use of instrumentation in the profession. And he travels what he called the highways and byways of chiropractic, telling the message, telling the story to who? Chiropractors and their publics, right? And in so doing, created a renaissance or a rebirth of chiropractic in the 30s, at a time when nobody was benefiting unless they were involved in the war machine. Sorry, that's just how it went. So, what was last decade? Chiropractic moving headlong into therapeutics, as we had apparently lost our way. Enrollment in the colleges in the tubes, which has now begun, thankfully, to turn around. So wouldn't it be good, if we knew what the commonalities were in the 30s and 70s that caused chiropractic to grow and expand? Wouldn't that be helpful to know in this decade so that we could model that behavior and take a clue from the past, or as Dr. Williams once said, to look back